Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Hey, y'all, it's Gail Trocco and Christina Nelson. And Chris, what day of the week is it?
It's Friday and it's 5 o'clock all day long.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Today, y'all, we have got a special guest. It's a couple, Candace and Stephen Lawrence. Stephen is in need of an urgent kidney transplant. So we've got real live clinical medicine for you today.
Absolutely. This will be a good one, guys. So fasten your seatbelts because here we go.
You might need a box of Kleenex close by because you might shed a tear or two along the way.
Absolutely. I got mine. There they are.
Yeah, I got one sitting over here somewhere and a glass of sweet tea on this side. So.
Well, there you go. You're perfect. You're good to go. That's about as southern as it gets.
Yeah, it is. Chris, so you're in Longview. How far away are Stephen and Candace from y'all in Longview?
Well, they're in Alabama, so we're about a
that's right. They're in Mobile.
Drive.
Oh, they're in Mobile. Oh man,
that's about a 14-hour drive.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know,
that's
all right because our big mouths reach, millennial of miles, so it's okay.
Well, I think one thing, people read about patient stories a year after something happened. I think one thing that we're doing with Healthcare 911 to make a difference is bringing these patients on during their medical journey. And, you called me, I guess it was last Friday night after we were on the air, and you said, "Hey, Gail, we need to help these people." And I said, "Well, okay, who is that?" So here we are 7 days later, taking positive steps. So Stephen and Candace will be with us whenever our producer brings them in. We're just waiting for them. They're in the green room. The other patient that was going to, hey, Stephen and Candace.
Hey, guys.
I always wanted to say that.
You're on candid camera. That's right.
So we are.
Well, y'all tell us a little bit about yourself, Stephen, and kind of where you're at and where you were at last Friday afternoon when Christina called me.
Well, I was, I think last Friday when she called you, I was probably doing dialysis.
Yeah.
And it's been a long journey. I've been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease for at least 10 to 15 years. And then all of a sudden, and within a month, it went from 15 down to 7%.
So you mean kidney function at only 7%.
Yeah.
So that's why, but you're doing the home dialysis, and y'all, that's called peritoneal dialysis.
Yes,
it's not where he has to go to the dialysis clinic, every other day.
You start that today.
Yes.
Yes, tonight.
I've been training on it for 2 weeks now.
Right.
And then I get started with that actually this afternoon.
Are you ready?
Have you got a home nurse that's going to be there to help you, or if they show, Candace, girl, there you go. I'm going to send you a clinic jacket.
There you go.
Well, we got a nurse that's coming about around 3 o'clock, and they're going to make sure the machine's set up, make sure I'm doing it on my own. And then she'll sit there and just oversee me while I'm doing it. And then she'll let me go and I'll be doing it by myself for a while until I can get a kidney.
What day last week did you see your doctor, Stephen, there in Mobile?
Actually, I seen him yesterday.
You saw him again yesterday.
Yeah, my kidney doctor.
When Christina called me last Friday, I'm going to tell you one of the things that concerned me when she called you, and I was immediately going to tell her you needed to find another doctor, but you were already beginning to look. They didn't give you options for where to look for a kidney transplant. This is the United States, and we have 50 states. Every state and every major city has a transplant list. So that was the first red flag for me. And I'm in the South. I grew up in North Carolina, so I'm a born and bred Southerner. But I'm going to tell you that was a red flag for me as a nurse.
Yeah, they only gave me one option to go to, or two options, go to UAB, that's close, about three hours away, or Oshner, that's about 2 hours away. But they never told me nothing about the other ones, like in Texas and Nebraska and different places like that.
Yeah.
Well, did you can find the length of the transplant list, like how many people are waiting for a donor online. That's all public information you can find.
Wow.
So, but I think what we'd like the audience to know is Stephen and Candace will actually have to relocate to that city because they'll get a call. It could be someone that expires that's on a ventilator in ICU. It could be a car accident. You're going to have to be in that city ready to receive that kidney when you get that donor call.
Yes.
So,
because they told me I can't be more than about 5 hours away.
Yeah. So the city that you choose to temporarily relocate to, that's going to be a big change. Doesn't you grow up in the area that you live in there in Mobile, and it's like me. I've been in Atlanta since 1998. That's all over 20 years. We got the grocery store. You got whatever family you have there. You got your home. So that in itself will be an emotional trauma to have to move because you don't know when you're going to get that call.
No.
Did you ask the doctor why he didn't offer you any options when you saw him yesterday? Because you had a whole lot of options when you walked back in his office.
No, I didn't ask him nothing. I just kind of let him do his thing and go on. Just like when I got diagnosed with kidney disease, they did one biopsy on me and then told me, it's hereditary. It could have been something else.
Yeah.
Well, if you want those, if you know where that biopsy was at, no matter if it was in the last 20 years, as young as you are, you're what, 42?
Yes, I'm 42.
And Stephen and Candace are newlyweds, y'all. They've only been married 5 months. But Candace, you're a cute nurse, so you got to keep that job. I think, if you want a slide reread on that biopsy, your insurance should pay for that, so we can talk offline about how to go about requesting those slides to be obtained. And two of the best places to have them reread at is Duke University, Department of Pathology in Durham, North Carolina. Don't worry about it, Kansas. I went to school at Duke. Or Johns Hopkins Hospital. Yeah. So those are two very good academic center options on the East Coast. I don't have any experience with UAB in Birmingham. I really like Duke University's Department of Pathology for slide rereads. I've been sending people there for the last 30 years. But I used to be a Duke nurse too. So I know the ins and outs of that hospital and how wonderful their pathology team is. So where are y'all at? I think you do too, Stephen, because there may be something else. And the other thing that they'll do when they look at those slides probably is to see if there's enough tissue to see if they can do any genetic genotyping, which is something new. And that may open another door for you to walk through. So those are just some medical options right there that it doesn't sound like you were even presented with. So Candace, we'll work with y'all on that and see what we can do. It may need to be done at the new hospital, wherever y'all decide to go to. So do you have the dialysis machine in your house already? Has it been delivered?
It will be delivered this afternoon. When
the nurses come, the nurses are going to bring it to set it up.
But we got 62 boxes of stuff yesterday.
Yeah, dialysis.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So and we got one whole room that's full of nothing but boxes now of dialysis and different equipment that I need.
Well, are these I'm going to call them mobile nurses because in my business that's what we refer to them as. Are they going to go through the boxes and check expiration dates on everything? Who's supposed to do that?
Stephen.
Stephen's supposed to.
So on top of all the stress you already have, now you got this new stress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are there expiration dates written on the outside of the box, Candace?
We haven't looked at that yet, but I'm sure there may be expiration dates.
Yeah,
go look because that's important. And put the ones that are going to organize everything by expiration date and the type of medical equipment that is. Like put all your bags in one place if they sent any saline or whatever, organize it by what it is and put whatever's going to expire the latest in the back and put the ones that expire the soonest in the front.
Well,
so
they
that's the way to
45
organize
pounds, so Stephen won't be able to do that. I will.
They weigh how much?
45 pounds.
Each box.
Yeah, because it's got two dialysis state in it. Got two bags.
You may have to ask, another place to look for a hand to help with that might be the local fire department.
Yeah.
Some of those guys, or some of the EMTs when they get off work, some of those guys here in Middle Georgia, they are like your best friends. If you need help with doing something, it's just to make a call and see if they're, and you probably need 2 people to help you move these boxes to organize them. But
the volunteer fire department, yes.
Yes. So I think there's an easy solution, Candace, for that.
Okay.
At least to get it organized by date. But stay on top of those expiration dates. I'd make a list on a legal pad and ask them, when do you need to reorder supplies and how long does the delivery take?
Well, he'll have to reorder supplies. They will.
Yeah, I got they sent me home a laptop thing.
It's an iPad.
It's an iPad, and it's got all my information on there and when I'm supposed to order things and when I'm supposed to receive it.
Okay, Stephen. Well, if you need help with that, let us know.
Okay.
Right.
So you've got Wi-Fi in the house, you've got internet, because the iPad's not going to work without that. Our other COVID patient didn't call in today. She doesn't have internet in her house.
Yeah.
And when I met her in San Antonio Monday. So it's, we're still in the South. What can I say?
Right.
So what have you done as the patient? All of a sudden you got told last week you need an urgent kidney transplant. How did you feel when that doctor told you that? Was he sitting down when he was talking to you, Stephen, or was he standing up?
He was standing up, and he told me about it. And of course, it's
okay.
I know, honey, but
it does break your heart.
Yeah, it does. But we're going to help you find a donor.
This is
the
real
United
life, people.
States. Yeah,
That's
it is.
right.
This is real, y'all. It could be your family next. So I'll tell you, when you're in a room with a doctor, as we're looking to move you to a better doctor, Stephen. Now that's what I'm going to tell you, is we're going to get a better doctor. That doctor should have been sitting down, looking at you eye to eye. That's why there's a stool in that room for him to sit on when he was talking to y'all. That, or finish his exam and say, "Oh, y'all come on over here to my office." He could even come to a nurse's station to sit down and talk to you, where all of y'all were on the same level. That's how they care. That's where this human compassion is. If he touches your hand, if he touches your shoulder, and especially if he's talking to you sitting down. If you were standing up, that's a different story. This is a pretty serious thing to be laying on somebody.
Right.
And so those were 2 red. That's the second flag for me, that you didn't have the right doctor in Mobile. And I hope that Rice was listening. I hope he's listening.
Too. Yep.
So
I've been going to the same place and for at least a couple of years, and every time I go to him, I just feel like he didn't care.
Clinical, cold.
I was asking questions and asking, what can we do? What we're going to do? And he would never do nothing. We had to actually get his nurse practitioner to actually do something.
Yeah, because he was at 15% forever, and we saw the nurse practitioner, Jesse Collier, and he is the one that put Stephen on dialysis because his regular doctor wouldn't.
Thank God for that nurse practitioner.
Yes.
Thank you. If he's listening,
been here
thank
today.
you. Yeah, because that other doctor, he kept waiting around. Then when I got down to 15, he said, "Oh, we're going to wait and see if it goes down one more. And if it goes down one more, we put you on dialysis." But by that time, I should have already been on dialysis.
And you probably should have already been on the transplant list too, Stephen. In all honesty, and the nurse practitioner may have told you that.
Yes.
Yeah, he told me that. But
this is not right.
Like it just took him a long time before he'd even do anything.
And can I ask you what kind of health insurance you have? I'm not being nosy. I'm just being real.
I have Blue Cross Blue Shield that we pay for it ourselves because the company I was working for was kind of being like self-employed, and he don't offer insurance.
That's okay. Blue Cross Blue Shield is good health insurance.
Yes. It's paid for everything, almost everything.
Yeah, Candace, my brother-in-law, and I was telling Chris, my brother-in-law passed away with malignant melanoma. It was 3 years ago. Yeah, but I was helping manage his care. He had Blue Cross Blue Shield in South Carolina. And up until the very end, they were very good, paying paying the bills and that kind of thing. So how do you feel when you go to the mailbox and you open it up and there's medical bills in there every week? Candace, I hope this is your task to manage, right?
I haven't been paying them because we don't have the money. Like everybody else, we live paycheck to paycheck. And we just throw them in the trash. Hopefully we could get them.
Oh, hell, don't do that. I just cussed on the air. Don't be throwing them in the trash.
That's where Gail comes in.
Okay. Well,
that's where Gail.
I know.
That's so. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
On my phone, I got a bill where I owe $450 just for this port being put in.
And not counting $1,000, over $1,000 for dialysis.
Each time you get dialysis, okay.
I just want to throw up.
Well, no, Blue Cross should be paying some of this, so don't throw any more medical bills away, Candace. Okay.
They're paying quite a bit of it now since I met my deductible.
Yes.
Thank God, but you still have your portion.
Yeah. It's $400 for 4 days of our portion we have to pay.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, you see this GoFundMe running across the screen down here?
Please, people.
Stephen needs help paying for dialysis. Now, look, y'all, nobody pays me. Nobody pays Chris. If you know me, I help patients across the nation. This is a freaking 911, if I've ever seen it, to help reduce Stephen and Candace's stress while we help them get relocated to another city that has a shorter transplant list. And help him get healthy. He's 42 years old.
He doesn't need the stress.
Yet.
No, you're newlyweds. You haven't even had a honeymoon.
He ain't going nowhere. He's coming to see me at my farm. That's what he's going to do. Okay. He's going to see me drive the tractor.
That's right. And she does it real well.
I'm good at that too.
No, so for 4 days of dialysis, y'all are looking at about $400 that you have to pay the insurance company.
Yeah,
pay to the dialysis facility. Okay.
Yeah, dialysis is expensive. It was $28,000. Then Blue Cross took like $24,000 and it left me with almost a $1,200 bill.
That's a lot when you don't have money. I know. Been there.
Is where you were going to seek care, is that part of a hospital facility, Stephen?
It's
an individual.
It's an individual.
Lord have mercy. That's part of the problem.
Well, it's the big company around here. So they have different areas that they have dialysis center.
Well, when you're part of a major hospital, like if you were going to Emory, for example, all of these hospitals have charities and endowment funds. And they get that money from people. Maybe somebody passes away and they leave their entire estate to this hospital. That's what that money is put there for. We finished paying off my brother-in-law's bills at St. Francis Roper Hospital in Charleston. They finished paying what insurance didn't pay from an endowment fund.
Oh, wow.
It took one phone call from me and my sister that, it was her husband. We got on the phone and I called medical records and told them who she was. And, I was managing the estate. And I said, can you tell us who we talked to about your charity funds? So somewhere, if they're associated, if that doctor's group's associated back to a hospital, there's going to be a charity fund, Candace, that we can probably tap into somewhere. We just got to find out where it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they finished paying my brother-in-law's hospitalization. And he was in ICU for days, and they ended up with a zero balance from the hospital.
Praise the Lord.
So there's some real places that we can help you begin to look. And Chris makes a lot of these calls for me. I'll tell her where to look, and she goes and she gets on Google. That's what Christina does to help me run this Healthcare 911 show. She and her wife Mary do a lot of the back end work. And when they get it to a certain point, I write the letters, or then I'll go make a call. So I hope you sleep a little bit better knowing that there's probably some money out there somewhere that we haven't found yet.
Okay.
We'll find it.
And
we'll find it.
Yeah. So when you get the mail every day, Kansas, don't throw them away anymore. I know that feels good, girl. Throw that stuff in the trash.
So much trash.
Right?
Yeah, no. Open them up. I don't want Stephen looking at them because I don't want him telling me how much dialysis costs anymore. I want Stephen to work on feeling better.
Okay.
Right.
You've got a lot of friends, Stephen. Yeah, you got a lot of friends. I don't know y'all, but it's kind of like when I met Christina more than 10 years ago, we were friends immediately. And, and I talked to Christina numerous times every week, her and Mary both. So I want you to feel like you've got somebody around you to help support you. Because, you may have to wait and call me in the evening, but you can get Christina pretty much any time during the day. If you leave her a message, she'll call you back.
Yep.
But Candace, I want you to open the medical bills. I know that is a hot mess to even think about, but get your file folder and put them all in it. I don't want Stephen looking at it anymore. We're going to kind of divide this up. Stephen, you're in charge of making sure you get dialysis.
Right.
And since you're such a good looking fellow, maybe you can call that local volunteer fire department and ask some of those fellows. Tell them you're going to turn the grill on and that you'll cook them a few hamburgers. Hey, Rachel, thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
Tell them you'll cook them a few hamburgers. This is our Facebook Live audience, y'all. These are people watching live on Facebook or YouTube, putting comments in. So you see it flash on the screen.
We also selling Stephen's shirt. I designed it.
I love it. I got me a couple
of them.
I love
it. Yeah. Where can we order the shirt, Candace?
Stephen Strong. We are stronger.
You can order it by Facebook.
Type it in on the chat so the producer can put it up on for the audience.
Awesome T-shirts. I bought a few of them, and my little restaurant up here, friends, are going to sell a few of them as well. So I know Gail will buy one for sure.
Girl, don't you know what? I got 3 sons. They all need one.
And all they have to do is ask, "Who's Steve?" and we'll tell them. We'll tell them
the story. That's right.
You could just message me and I could get them shipped out and mailed to you. They only $25.
On Messenger. Okay. Facebook Messenger.
On Facebook Messenger. Can you put your Facebook name in there, Candace, so people can find you?
Candace Collier Lawrence.
I see. Okay. So message Candace on Facebook, y'all. Candace Collier Lawrence on Facebook to order the T-shirts.
Cool. Very cool T-shirts.
Mm-hmm. Stephen, what else do you need help with? No joke.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Do you want people to mail you cards? I think
that would be encouraging.
Yeah.
Do you have a P.O. box you can type in, Candace, for to send your mail?
I don't have a P.O. box, but I can.
I'll just give people your address.
Who cares?
It don't make no difference. We have a wonderful audience that watch this.
They're $25 all sizes. Christina, her sister, just put that up.
Hey, Christina, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you, Christina.
What was I lost my train of thought, but they're going to have to, we really, really need help with this GoFundMe, people, because I'm going to tell you why. They're living barely paycheck to paycheck like most Americans do today. They're going to have to relocate. That's thousands of dollars. Without the help of you guys spending a cup of coffee on a GoFundMe, they're not going to be able to relocate. They need your help.
How many dialysis sessions a week are you doing, Stephen, for this $400?
Oh, he was doing.
I was doing 3 through my little port when I was doing that through my blood.
Yeah.
Now, since I've been on PD, I've been doing 5 times, which now, since I'm doing it at home, I'm going to do it 7 times a day.
7 days a week.
Yeah,
so that's going to be, is your portion of the payment $400 per week?
Blue Cross is picking it up now because I'm at my deductible. So
okay, but you've still got other expenses to pay. All of these supplies, the insurance company may not pay 100% of that. And some of the costs that we don't know that are not covered by insurance, you're not going to know till about 45 days from now as the medical bills are coming in.
Yeah, when they come in, that's the only time that I know what it's going to cost. Because I looked at the bills.
Oh, no, Stephen, I'm going to shake my finger at you. No more. Stephen's not to do anything but open cards. So
That's
y'all,
right.
if you want to mail Stephen Lawrence a card, they would sure appreciate it. And that's the
Yes,
least.
he needs some encouraging for sure.
Yeah.
You know, the other day,
he told me that he was tired of this.
That's what I was going to say.
So,
He's giving up. He's tired.
Means
when you take a healthy guy that's been healthy all his life, and
thank you, Miss Bell.
Thanks,
and then
Bell.
all of a sudden
Thanks,
you go
Bell.
down the drain. It's like it's emotional.
Well, I know it is, Stephen, and I am so sorry that you're having to go through this at your young age. But we want to help you. What do people who would like to determine if they are a donor can do, Candace? What do they need to do?
They can call Osner's Transplant, and they can give Stephen's birthday and his last name. So it's Stephen Lawrence, and his birthday is 1/29/79. And they can
hold on just a minute. I'm typing this in for the producer.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And what's his date of birth?
1/29/79.
And if I got any scam artist on my Facebook page writing his date of birth down to do anything, we will know it. So don't even try.
Yeah,
we'll get you.
Oh yeah, I don't have any tolerance for that on my Facebook page. So you call Ochsner Clinic, and the first thing the transplant nurse will do. Do you have a transplant nurse's name?
Rebecca.
Hold on, let me see. I think Chris sent me a business card. Y'all keep talking. Let me see if I can find this.
So
and Stephen, you stay strong, buddy. Don't you dare give up. People love you.
Yes.
And they care about you. And you have a lot to do on this earth. You're not done. I can tell you that right now. Yes. So you stay strong and you let us do the work. And Gail's going to help you with the bills. Okay. She's going to show you how to do those bills right. She can do all the fine print for you. Okay. She knows how to do that.
Because you know what? I am something else with a medical bill. Ask Chris.
She is. She can get a lot of it waived for you. So you know what? She can. We're going to do this for you, Steve. All you have to do is sit there and get better and let people love on you.
Yes.
You don't stress over this. We're taking that burden because we get to wake up every morning healthy. You don't right now, but you're going to get healthy with the help of all of us.
Yes. Thank you.
You're a good man.
It's just a lot to take in.
I know it is. I can imagine. You are a strong man, worked your butt off your whole life, and all of a sudden you're grounded. That's no fun. But you're going to work again.
Oh, yeah.
I have a cousin with a kidney. And let me tell you something. He is fine. One kidney. He water skis. He rides motorcycle. He's just as normal as anybody.
Chris,
you will be too.
He was a kidney donor when he was in his 20s, your cousin. Okay.
Yeah, he was a donor. He lives with one kidney, just like you'll have, and you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
So have they asked you, Stephen, have y'all had to change your diet, or are you sleeping more?
Yeah, I had to change my diet, but sleeping is, I don't sleep as good as I was.
Yeah.
Because I was having cramps in my legs and stuff when all this was going on. Yeah. And now dialysis helped us some, but I still got where I have to take something that helped me sleep all night.
Well, one thing you can try that's not a pill is soaking in some Epsom salts. About 1.5 pounds of them. You dump that whole bag into the bathtub. Yeah, so try some of those things, the lavender oil that you can buy, and you just get it at the grocery store or Walmart or wherever the little oils. Try a drop of that behind your ear. You've got lymph nodes behind your ears, Stephen. And so it's called a neuroauricular technique behind your ear. So you just put a little drop of that lavender oil behind your ear.
It works.
And see if some of that helps. And certainly you probably may need to take something to go to sleep, honey. This is like being slapped in the face with a bill from the IRS.
Yeah. We have one of them too.
Oh God, you got one of those
too.
We
can fix that too.
Put that in the bill folder.
Put that in the bill folder. We'll work on that after. We'll work on that too. I don't want Stephen opening any more mail.
Okay.
I put in for the for the IRS and being self-employed, I put in for it, and then all these stimulus checks that come in, they say, well, you got to do this a certain way. Well, I did what I thought I was supposed to do, and then when I got sent back, I owed them more money, and plus they took the money they was going to give me.
Oh, yes. God.
Oh, no. Well,
it was like, I got hit with a brick on that one.
Okay, so y'all, this is real life, and this is what pretty much every single family goes through that is facing and I'm going to call this a critical illness, Stephen, because we need to find you a kidney. So y'all, we've got the information that'll be up on the screen again for the transplant nurse at Ochsner Clinic in New Orleans. Her name is Rebecca Gugliera. I don't know her personally. You got Stephen's date of birth, and our producer's got the number running across there. If you're interested, and I hope that we get some phone calls from today, this will be on YouTube, and we get a number of views. And the podcast platforms are where we get the most downloads, Stephen. About 4 days after this airs.
Right.
So
let me ask a question. I'm going to interject here. Let's think of something nice. Now, when he gets his kidney, because he will, and he has, 3-4 months recuperation, where do you guys want to go for your honeymoon? Where's one place you guys want to go?
Hawaii.
Okay, you're going to Hawaii. We will see to it that you go to Hawaii.
Yep. Or somewhere
healthy.
Hawaii.
I ain't never been out of state on a cruise or nothing. I've always worked my whole entire life.
Have you always wanted to go on a cruise?
Yeah, I always wanted to.
I'll call the cruise line and say, this is a story. You're going to help me.
Okay.
We're going to get you guys a honeymoon.
Has your doctor allowed you to get vaccinated for coronavirus? Is that something that you... So did you get vaccinated, Candace? Did all your family members get vaccinated?
My whole family almost did get vaccinated.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I needed that. Because if I would have got sick, I probably wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you ain't going nowhere. It's you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. This is a bump along the road, and for you, it's like getting hit in the face with a Mack truck.
Yeah.
Because men are always, you take care of everything. It's like my brother-in-law. He paid all the bills. He opened the mail. So, right this minute, Stephen, you're going to have to let Candace do some of this.
Oh, I do it. I pay bills and all that. He doesn't.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna turn a little bit of this around. And Christina's going to give y'all my number.
Okay.
Patients call me a lot, so don't worry about it. During the day, I'm usually busy at a hospital somewhere doing something. But I call you back in the evening.
Okay.
So, and Christina messages me during the day if somebody's called her with anything urgent, and I can at least send a text message back in between whatever it is that I'm doing. What else do you need, Stephen? We need people to step up and call Ochsner Transplant Unit to go through, and all they're going to do is do a questionnaire to begin with. Have they said you need one kidney or two kidneys? One?
I just need
one kidney. Okay, so
it's not both of mine bad, but all I need is just one kidney to live with.
You just need one. So, but you are yet undecided as to what city you're going to go to relocate to be on that transplant list.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably have to sell our house because if we're there for a long time, we'll have to sell everything here because we can't bring it with us, and there's no sense in paying home bills plus bills there.
You can't sustain two households.
No, I can't.
No.
There's no way.
This is America, people.
Well, I hope the audience is listening because these are things that every family's faced with when this kind of medical event happens. And nobody at the hospital is going to help you solve all these problems. They send you home. Some hospitals, I think Ochsner is a wonderful facility. I go there, every 4 to 6 weeks there in New Orleans. And, unfortunately, there were 2 red flags with your doctor, but the last one, when you told us your doc was standing up when he was talking to you, that's not sincerity. It's not talking from the heart. With your new doctor, I want you're going to be the consumer. when you go in to see him the first time, you're not going to have relocated, but I want you to look at how he's acting. See if he acts like he cares, if he's listening, if he's looked at your medical record before you got there. All of that stuff's there first. And you want your doctor to care about you, Stephen. We care about you, and I don't even know you yet. You want to have that, and most doctors actually do care about their patients.
Right.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
Mine does.
And I have issues on my own. So he's the first priority right now.
She had brain tumors, Gail.
Yeah.
And brain surgeries.
Yes.
How long ago was that, Candace?
It was 04 and 08. I had 2 pituitary brain tumors. It was called Rackey's cleft cyst that was in my brain.
So you have to be followed up for that now, annually with a physician?
Every 2 weeks. This October will be the last time I have to follow up because it would be 20 years.
Okay. So that's a success story in itself, but
yes.
That's still stress in the back of your mind.
Yes.
When you go. Well, Stephen, are you able to go fishing or anything, or?
I kind of got nowhere. I just kind of stay home.
Do you want to go fishing?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes it's like, no, if I go, then I got to make sure I'm back by a certain time now to get on the dialysis machine.
He's got a port here.
Yeah.
And he's got a port in his belly.
Yeah, I had 2 surgeries there, and they'll eventually take the port out in my neck and take that out. But then I have to have one in my arm, so just in case the port in my stomach don't work. In case it stops or whatever, they'll have another way to do dialysis.
So are you doing the daily cleaning for your port, around it with a,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Every time I go to do dialysis, I got to clean it and all that around my port.
Did they give you a
How
topical?
tired are you? I'm sorry, Gail. I didn't mean to talk over you.
That's all right, Chris. Go ahead.
I feel like he's exhausted, and I just wanted to see. Are you really tired? Would you be too tired to probably go fishing, or let's say go to the grocery store, or whatever it is you can do in your daily life?
Most of the time, I do. That's all I can. Is sometimes when we go, well, you go pick this up, go pick that up. I said, well, let me go home and see what I can do.
And he thinks that he's going back to work.
Yeah.
How many hours a day are you getting dialysis?
I got to get it up to 9 hours a night.
So it's 9 hours a night.
How are you going to rest?
Yeah,
that's what I said. And my mama.
You can't rest. You can't work if you can't rest. You drive a dump truck. I can't see that happening.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I had to. I at least want to at least try for about a week and see, because my boss said, "Well, let's just try for a week and see what it does to you." But I'm not too sure about it. I'm kind of.
I don't know. What do you think,
Do they have
Gail?
disability? I think that might be pushing it, because that dump truck's about 6 or 8 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, because my brother drove a dump truck, and I remember trying to get in it one day and going, how do you do this multiple times a day? Going up the ladder on the outside.
And he could pull a stitch. He's thinking about that.
Well, so does your boss not have a disability plan at work?
No.
So luckily his boss is still paying us, but once he quits, that stops.
Well, don't quit yet. You just ride it out, Stephen.
Yeah.
Yeah, honey. Sometimes not saying nothing is the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of hard when they want me to come on back to work and try to get.
He's ready to. Is it to the point now where it's either you come back to work or we're going to have to cut you off?
Yes.
And that's business. It's not personal with your boss. That's business.
Yeah, it is. Well, what other options do you have after that? Did the doctor talk to you about going on disability?
I'm trying to get that.
He filed for it.
I filed for it, but it's going to take like 5 months before they.
It is. Did you have you contacted an attorney there in Mobile to help with the disability? Because they'll probably deny it the first time you submit it. Go ahead, Candace.
We did contact one, and he said that it was no sense in hiring him. He should get it right away.
Yeah, well, I hope so. It depends on who filled out the paperwork. Is it that same doctor's office? Stephen, you filled it out. Lord have mercy.
It was my dialysis.
Dallas has filled it out.
Dallas sent a paper to him to tell him I'm on dialysis now, and I got everything that I have to do.
So the dialysis center has been very helpful.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good support, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Can you get the dialysis just on your regular bed or in a recliner in the house at night, Stephen?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing now. I should be doing that at nighttime for 9 hours, on my bed or, in a chair or whatever. But I know the last few days I've been waking up at 4:30 in the morning time, can't go back to sleep, so I just get up and go on the couch.
And then he goes to
sleep. And then you go to sleep.
Yeah, for like about 30 minutes and then get back up.
Well,
what do you think about melatonin, Gail? What do you think about melatonin?
I think it's all right. I think we'd have to look at the other medications you're on, Stephen, before we start adding that kind of thing. That was why I suggested the Epsom salts. But if you've got that port in your leg, you can't soak in the bathtub.
No,
you can't do that. I didn't know you had the port in your leg, so that's not an option.
In my stomach, but.
Well, yeah, but that's still they probably would caution you against that. You can take a plastic pan and put it in it and soak your feet in it. The largest pores in your body are in your feet, so soaking your feet in that Epsom salt works.
Thank you, Samantha.
Yeah,
we got you, Samantha.
So you've got a little bit of remember that one, Candace. Get you a plastic dish pan, put the Epsom salts in it, and let him soak his feet in it. That in warm water, that's at least some type of a detoxification. How many prescription medicines are you taking every day, Stephen? Any idea?
Around 4 to 5.
Oh, good. So that's not a lot.
No.
Yes, we'll talk offline about what you're taking so I can get on the computer and look and see if you can add the melatonin to it. I wouldn't add any other medication to anything unless you have to, because, everything's got a molecular structure to it, and something always wants to attach it to something else. So, using the oils is a natural thing, like that lavender oil, putting it on the back of your ear and soaking your feet in the Epsom salts. You can also add some magnesium to that. You can order magnesium flakes on Amazon. That'll help with some of the cramping. And you just soak your feet in it. And that shouldn't jeopardize anything with your port in your leg. That should stay clean and dry.
Yep. Okay. We did the magnesium soaks with my father, and they did help because he had severe cramps.
Yep.
And it helps. Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a help, Stephen. You look good, though. We want everybody to order a T-shirt. You can reach Candace Collier Lawrence. Just send her a message on Facebook. She'll be checking those. We've got the Transplant, Ochsner Transplant Department down in New Orleans. The transplant nurse's name is Rebecca Gugliera. The 24-hour number and Stephen's date of birth is running across the screen. So if you think you might be a potential donor, they would appreciate it more than anything in this world for y'all to reach out and do that screening telephone call. How else can we support you go through this? My publicist will be doing an interview with y'all over the next couple of weeks. We wanted to let you take a minute to, this is a lot to digest, but we're going to take this out in the media and see who else we can get it to pick it up and see if we can't bring some national awareness. Stephen just happens to be somebody that Christina knows. They're in Texas. There are patients nationwide that need transplants. Yeah. So y'all, if you think you can, if you don't have any other concomitant medical illnesses, they'll go over the risks and benefit, the risks of only having one kidney. But, Christina gave the fine example of her cousin who had donated one in his early 20s, and he lives a high quality of life that's had no impact on his health.
Right. Absolutely.
And I couldn't give a kidney because I'm on one medicine that they wouldn't allow it. And my parents couldn't donate either. So
did they already look at all your family members, Stephen, to see if they were potential donors?
Well, mine is the only ones that step up with my family. My sister tried, but of course, she had kidney stones, so they won't let her do it.
Okay.
And my brother and my sister-in-law, they're trying, and my brother's got to lose 20 pounds and quit vaping, and then
necessities, toilet paper,
paper
towels. So you're good with food.
Yes, pretty much.
Good with getting your utilities paid.
Yes.
So just don't worry about these medical bills.
If y'all can help, you can help.
That's just today, because Stephen, pretty soon you're not going to be able to go to work, honey.
Right.
That's just, you can't get in and out of that dump truck. I'm just going to tell you right now.
No.
And your doctor should have told you that already.
I know, Steve. I get it, Stephen. You want to go to work. You want to feel like you're part of society and helping your family and doing what you're supposed to do as a man. But sometimes we just have to take a step down and step back and let us do all the work. And you just get better. It's okay.
If you'd like to mail Stephen a greeting card, they would so appreciate that. Y'all can go down to Dollar General and buy one, put a stamp on it. Their mailing address, 6205 Jean Street, Theodore, Alabama, 36544.
Absolutely, you guys. And he's tired. We're not going to let Steve get tired and give up, people. So just a word of encouragement, some love, a message, a letter, a card. Please, you guys. Let's all step up and help this young man and this young lady and have a life that they deserve. They're newlyweds. Come on.
Oh, that's an awesome picture. Look at that. Look at that.
Just married 5 months. They're adorable. We're not gonna let anything happen to this family. We're gonna do everything in our power.
Well, we appreciate you coming on, and I know it's an emotional journey, and thank you for sharing your story with people. And a lot, you have to be able to receive. So it's, you've given to people in your lifetime. So you call up that local fire department, tell them fellas that you need somebody to come and help you move some boxes around and cook them a hamburger on the grill. And people are going to, this is the United States. They're going to rally around you to support you. And I think once your story gets out, there's going to be more people to support you. So I'm going to put your address up on my. Oh yeah,
Mama come up and said, "I love my babies." That's a mama.
We see you, Kathy. I love my babies. So
I know.
Is there anything else you want to say to the audience, because we've only got a minute left?
I just thank you for your support, and just try to keep me lifted up, and as I go through this journey.
Yes,
we got you, man.
And if you can donate or see if you can be a match for him a kidney.
We thank you all for listening, and thank you, Candace and Stephen, for being here today. Stephen, I wish I was there with you right now. I'd carry you out to eat myself.
Me too.
This is Gail Tralco. We'll be back next week with Medical Bill 911, and we'll give you updates on Stephen. We'll have you back again. Just to let you know, Christina, people can reach you how? Christina Nelson.
You can always reach me.
Yeah.
Yep. Always reach me. I'm a pretty big girl, so I'm pretty easy to reach.
IntuitiveConnection@yahoo.com. Y'all can find me, Gail, at medicalbill911.com. And you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn. I'm pretty much out there everywhere. Stephen, we wish you well. And Lord, honey, we're going to find you a better doctor. Ochsner Clinic's a great place to start in New Orleans. Yeah, it is. Candace, thank you. And look, y'all take care of yourself, and we'll be talking offline.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all next week with Healthcare 911.